All right guys, so we have another video for you guys. If you guys saw in the title, this one's going to be really interesting because it's supercharged. I'm pretty excited for this. Let me introduce you to the owner before we show you the car. Tell us your name and what do you drive?
My name is Ozzie Perez, and that's a 2011 Toyota Tacoma base model, 5-speed, two-wheel drive, just your normal Toyota Tacoma, nothing too special about it.
All right, let's go check it out. So tell me about the wheels. What wheels are you running right here?
Yeah, so these are just the Toyota Tacoma X-Runner wheels. They're just OEM wheels taken off the Toyota Tacoma X-Runner.
And then I saw that you have some aftermarket brakes, some Stop Techs.
Yeah, Stop Techs with the rotors and stainless steel brake lines. Yeah.
What did you feel in performance-wise when you upgraded that?
No, they're really good. They're probably a little overkill for this car. You know, it doesn't need these big brakes, but no, they're really good. They're really good.
And then I noticed that the paint on it's super clean. I'm sure you do detailing of some sort.
I do. Yeah, it's just a hobby of mine. I just do. You know, it's just kind of a time for me. You know, I like to get into the moment and just clean cars. I'm kind of OCD and like to have things clean.
So tell us what you did suspension wise.
So suspension wise, the truck's lowered 3 inches all the way around. Up front, it's running a set of Bilstein 4600 shocks. In the rear, it's running a set of QA1 12-way adjustable shocks. And the rear also has a, if you go back there, has a X brace.
So explain this X bar.
So this X bar comes off the Toyota Tacoma X-Runner, and it's literally kind of the same chassis, but as you can see, it had some brackets welded on here so that it fits. So it was kind of a custom job, but yeah, it came out pretty clean.
And just for the record, guys, look how clean down here it is. You would think this is a truck from the lot. This truck has 200,000 miles on it, right?
Just about. Yeah, we're just there. Yeah.
And then roughly on this setup of the motor with the supercharger, how many miles roughly you got in that already?
Yeah, so I probably put around 10,000 miles on it right now. I've had it on there for a couple months now. So
okay, cool. Let's go check out the interior real quick. I see what is that, AFR or boost gauge?
Yeah, AFR and the boost gauge.
Okay.
All in one, yeah.
And then you got a little shifter right here at the skull. And other than that, pretty much stock. Right. Is it hard with all that power to be like with this bench seat right here?
No, it's not too bad. You know, it doesn't really throw you back or anything. Okay. But no, it's not too bad at all. It's pretty fun though. I'll give you that. It's gonna be pretty fun.
All right, so let's check out the coolest part, the engine bay. So tell us what company supercharger this, because it's one brand, right?
Right. So the company, it's URD. It stands for Underdog Racing Development. They're out of Baltimore, Maryland, I believe, and it's just a company that caters to Toyota Tacomas specifically, and they created this particular supercharger kit for the 4-cylinder.
And then I noticed, we checked it previously, just so I got a rundown. He's running an airbox with a drop-in K&N filter, right?
Yep, that's correct.
And then some other things that he mentioned, this is an actual extra injector, fuel injector. And then the MAF sensor used to be here, and they relocated it right over here. Where is it at? Right here. Yeah. I don't know I've never seen that injector setup. Can you describe a little bit of what you know to your best of your knowledge?
You know, it comes with the kit. I imagine that at a certain boost level, you know, the ECU tells it to come on, and it comes on. And you can kind of see by reading the AFRs on the gauge. So yeah, that's how I believe it works. That it only comes on like at a certain boost level.
Oh, okay. And then it's funny to see, or interesting to see, the HKS Classic blow-off valve. And then you said too that you had the stock clutch, and once you hit boost.
Yeah. So when the kit came on, I had the stock clutch on there, and it didn't like it. It started slipping like crazy. So the truck does have an upgraded clutch, and it also has a short shifter kit too. Okay, cool. What clutch and then what shifter? So
it's
a company called LCE, and I also have their header. It's just kind of like a pro clutch kit. I mean, nothing too crazy. And URD, the same people that made the supercharger, I have their short shifter kit.
The intercooler is right there. It's like smacked in between the radiator and the grill. Is it blocking the condenser for the air conditioner?
No, it's just kind of right behind it. Yeah, I've had no issues at all, and yeah, other than it kind of poking through the front grille there.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't expect it.
Do you know what kind of? Because people are gonna ask me what kind of wheel. Do you know any suspect?
I don't know the exact specifics of the supercharger, but it's a Roadtrek supercharger. It's kind of the ones you see very common with the S2000s.
Okay.
That Roadtrek supercharger kit that they make for that. I believe it's that same style supercharger.
Okay.
Roadtrek.
Okay. And then, did we talk about the fuel delivery yet?
No. So the kit actually comes. I mean, they've thought about everything, but there is a drop-in Walbro fuel filter, fuel pump. I mean, that goes inside. You have to literally drop the gas tank and drop the Walbro in there, and then also it's set up so that it has an external fuel filter, so you can change that out real quick. It makes it nice.
Okay. And then talk to us about ECU managing for the system.
So the kit also comes with a sort of a piggyback ECU. It's already pre-mapped from the company, so you can actually run 91 up to 93. And I guess it just sort of self-adjusts, but it basically, you piggyback it to the ECU harness, and it runs, and then that's how it probably controls the additional injector and everything else. So yeah, it is a complete total system. It's literally just you bolt it on.
And I don't know if we describe the engine and displacement.
So this is the Toyota Tacoma 2.7 liter 2TR FE engine. Like I said, just the standard 4-cylinder engine that comes in this base model Tacoma. Nothing really special.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're driving Ozzie's 2011 Toyota Tacoma, basically work truck. It's a supercharged motor with a straight inline 4. What was it was a 2.0 or what was it?
2.7 liter.
2.7 liter. And I've been driving it for just a little bit, and the first thing I could say, it's very unorthodox. It feels really weird because there's a little bit of body roll in the car because it's a truck, and it has some power, and then you hear some blow-off valve sounds, which is really weird. It's really hard to wrap your head around it. And I can't tell what gears I'm in. I feel weird. And then sitting on the bench too feels a little weird. But the car feels solid. We actually drove it a little bit with the air conditioning, and it felt pretty good. But I decided we'll put the windows down so we could hear the car and hear what it sounds like. Let's see. Oh my goodness. And at some point I'll cut away to with I'm gonna put the microphone inside the engine bay so you guys can hear that blow off on a straightaway. I think that'd be pretty fun. So power, here's a little straightaway. Alright, we're punching it. I don't know what the boost is, but it has a little get-go. Feels good. It's not a crazy amount of boost, and like most like an Evo, just instant fucking power. It's more like gradual, like just a kick in the behind. The brakes are amazing for sure. Like you said, they're overkill. Yeah, you can feel it. They're freaking amazing. But it feels so weird being in the truck and hearing that blow off out and the exhaust behind me. So tell me, what was the idea behind this? Like, why did you boost it?
Well, like I said, I really had no intentions of boosting it at all. You know, it was just my daily driver, daily commute. And like I was telling you earlier, you know, I got a cold air intake, then I put an exhaust, and then I put a header on it, and just things kind of led to another. And the car, even with those performance upgrades, the car was still kind of underpowered, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to tow something, I know the truck would really struggle. So luckily I found this company, and they offered a supercharger kit to it. And actually a friend of mine, Alan Alba, he's a tech at HG Performance down in San Diego. He kind of implanted that idea in my brain to boost the truck, and then I'm like, well, why not?
Okay. I think when it comes down to your gearhead at heart, rear gearheads, we're gonna modify whatever we want.
Absolutely.
The truck feels solid. I punched the AFRs, and they're in a good spot. They're right at 11. So this car is set up correctly. And everyone, when I get my cars tuned, I always get an AFR gauge. If you guys don't know what an AFR gauge is, it basically reads if the car is leaning out or running too rich, basically. I don't know the chemistry or the science behind it. I know it's hooked up to like your downpipe or one of your exhaust pipes, where it senses all the, I guess, the burn fuel. I don't know. But basically, if you're running too lean, it means that your car is not getting enough fuel. And if you're running too rich, your car is getting too much fuel. That's what it breaks down to. And you want to find a happy medium when you're punching it off, quarter throttle. That's what tuning's for. You know, that they dial that part in. And this system is basically a piggyback. So it's basically whatever part list they list up there, and you plug this into the ECU, and you get your AFR gauge, and you should be solid. So that's always keep your eyes on when you're punching it, and also at night too, because the molecules change and the air gets more dense and you get more boost. A lot of people don't know that. Alright, here's another straightaway. Oh. It's a little weird because I don't know if it's me, but the clutch pedal feels a little sticky.
Got put in not too long ago, so it's, you know, I did the 500-mile break-in, but it's still relatively new clutch.
That red match is okay. Here, I think this is a big straightaway. Second gear at like about $4,000. The car's holding its own. Yeah, you feel a little bit of body roll, but it feels pretty solid. I bet a stock truck would feel terrible. I'm gonna do a first gear roll on the straightaway so you guys can hear that blow one more time. I think we had a cutoff. AFRs look good, but we had a fuel cut off of there. I don't know why. Rev it! Alright guys, so that wraps it up. Thank you so much, Ozzie, for sharing your car. Man. I really appreciate it so much.
No, thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
It was something interesting for sure, but fun.
Yeah, different for sure.
Yeah,
different for sure.
All right. Do you want to like give your Instagram or anything like that? Yeah.
So my Instagram is silver and black RB 2005. You know, I'm always posting stuff on my truck or the Evo, so you can follow me there. Okay.
And I'll put in the description down below, like I do on all the videos. If you guys always ask me what's their Instagram, I always put in the description down below. And
I also have a wheel well account that's got both cars, my Evo and my truck, listed and all the parts on it, and you can link that if you want.
Yeah, I'll link that too. I'll text you and you just give me that information. Sure. And stay tuned for his car, because we'll probably do a short film on both of these eventually. I'll drive up there and when I get some more time, and because his Evo is something to tell about. There's a story behind there. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to check out our online store to support the channel so we can produce more content like this, go to www.carsonboardchannel.com. Pick up some stickers, key tags, and Broadway mirrors we have on there. That's pretty much it. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.